Just kind of what your team has become defensively to win a game like this. Can you just put that in context?
Well, I think for us, it starts with taking care of the basketball. If we can do a good job there, we weren't great tonight, but we were good enough. And just being able to take care of it, take good shots, and when it's not going your way and shots aren't going in, even though you take it and you miss it, you still give yourself a chance to set your defense. So I think it starts there, and just trying to be connected. It's hard, to go and play 2 games and then have a quick turnaround and have somebody of the caliber of work, and they run a lot of really good stuff. But I thought our young guys, Miles, CJ, Jakari did a really, really good job. Fletch and Braden, got very active hands, understand what's going on, great positioning. Cam and Caleb, Trey, Rowley, just across the line. I thought we were connected tonight. And when things didn't go our way, we didn't get frustrated. We just kept guarding and trying to rebound and just be around the basketball.
You use that connected connectivity. You're using that early in the season, I think, is something you were still looking for.
Trying to get to, yeah.
Well, how did it change?
Well, you just, you're building habits. And, and if one person breaks, you don't have them. It's just everybody on the team. Like it's the old saying, you're as strong as your weakest link, and you're as strong as your worst defender. And if you can play good team defense and you know what's going on, you can stay for the game plan, but you just can't get beat on the dribble all the time. Like you just can't get beat. I thought a couple plays in the first half, we just got whipped on the dribble, and they got some easy ones. You just can't have those. And we diminished those. We did a better job of loading up. We've tried our best to not allow people to get into the paint, whether they're setting ball screens, they're posting up, or transition. So we try to do that, and there's some risk involved there because you can give up some perimeter shots at times, but we'd rather do that with this team than anything. We went to some switching, and sometimes it's not ideal, and but when people are good and picking pops and getting out of things and doing it, we would rather do that and they have the matchup they want than handing somebody an open 3. So we kind of go back and forth with things, but whatever we decide on, our guys have been really good. Sticking to a game plan and fighting. You have, your foundation defensively. So you have your core principles, and then you have the specifics of things that can change in a scouting report. And so I'm not a huge change guy. I change a little bit here and there, but sometimes you have to be that way. I think a lot of people want to do that. If you change all the time and you have athletes, you can get away with it, but then you lose your foundation, your core principles that you want on defense, and I don't like doing that. I like building those and growing with it. So I thought our guys were great. I thought they did a good job. We had a couple breakdowns here and there, but for the most part, we stayed with it, and I thought we had a great effort. I thought our guys stayed with it and really played hard.
There was, every time Oregon shot, it seemed like there was a 5-man halo kind of going around the rim, just the job they did on the defensive glass.
Yeah, just, staying around the basketball, getting our guards in there, and sometimes it can get inverted when you have matchups. And sometimes you stop them and you switch and you do different things, but then you got the mismatch on the glass, and that's hard. That's really hard when you got size against little people on the glass. So there's some risk involved to what you do, but I thought our effort was great. I thought our guys really swarmed the basketball tonight on the glass.
Last year, you always had the ability to throw it into Zach and often get a bucket.
Right.
Can you talk about how is Trey kind of emerging into that bucket game?
Yeah, he's different. Obviously you saw him have some troubles with Biddle when he got one-on-one down there with just his elite size. He made a couple really nice plays. He's good at getting into that short roll and kind of having the ball at the nail, that 12-foot mark, but just trying to get him active, and being able to get him into different actions to get the ball. Where he's grown is in his decision-making. We don't win the game tonight if he doesn't make his free throws. That's the best night he's ever had, shooting free throws, going 9 for 9. So, just for his sanity, I'm happy that, he made those free throws. But he's put a lot of time in every day. Every single, like people out there have no idea how that, sticks in your brain as a competitor when you can't consistently make free throws and you keep working on it. So he's worked on it. He got still tonight. He had, fewer movements in his shot. He really did a good job of knocking him down. But he's been great. This matters to him, and he's put in a lot of time.
How crucial is a win like this and the goal that you guys have of winning this league again?
Oh, it's huge because being able to win on the road is really, really difficult. And they're a great team. Obviously, look who they beat. You know, they've beaten Alabama, they've beaten Texas A&M, they've beaten some really good teams. You know, they've beaten more teams than that. So when you look at their resume, you know, they have a lot of quad one wins, you know, a lot of them. So that for us really, you know, helps us from a big picture standpoint, but it also helps us in the league race. And it's different, right? Whether that helps you, that hurts you, or it doesn't. You know, you play 3 teams twice, and you know, you play 14 teams once. And where you playing is important. And so, like now, everybody says what teams have an advantage or don't have an advantage, and you really don't know until you play, because when you play is important too.